Welcome to Mind Over Matter, looking at big ideas for business. Wanted to wish you Happy New Year and hope you had an excellent start to the new year. So, obviously today we're actually going to be looking at how to stand out. So this is a continuation from our last clip. So it carries on in the series. So this is part 2. So when we talk about standing out in the business context, what does that mean? This means two things. So there's two ways that you would actually be standing out. One, this is where you're actually looking at something that is being done badly. And then you're saying, how can I do this differently and better? And two, to stand out is doing something new. So this is where it's not been done before. You're the first one in that area to do it. So you're a pioneer. So what this does is this actually buys you monopoly and it buys you exclusivity because you're doing something which isn't being done out there by anybody else. So these are two ways that you'd actually be standing out. So if you want to stand out, that firstly means that you actually recognize where you are and where you want to be. And then what you need to do to move from where you are to where you want to be, that is the standing out part. What you need to do, what you need to initiate, what do you need to drive to be able to stand out from the crowd? Now, there's various different ways you would do that. And they are, 1, product. So this is where you're actually creating something which is innovative and you're actually bringing simplicity to that product. So simplicity and innovation is something that will make you stand out from the crowd. Now, an example of this would be Apple, where they're looking at what was already out there in terms of the PC, and then saying, how can we actually make that interface, the interaction between the user and the computer, more easier, so it's almost like an extension of the arm. So the sophistication lied in their simplicity, and then their innovation is what made them set apart from obviously what was the standard benchmark in the computer industry. 2, services. So if your business is a service-based business, then you can actually stand out by saying, normally businesses out there provide process or time-based fee structure. You can actually say, I'm going to stand out by actually making it outcome-based. So this aligns your business model with the consumer in terms of the customer. So your interests are aligned with theirs. So they're trying to achieve a goal using your services. And you, by aligning your fee structure with a goal-based, outcome-based fee, you will be aligning yourself with the customer and standing out from the crowd where a lot of people are just doing process-based work. So by changing to an outcome-based revenue model, it's almost applying what a lot of large solicitor firms are offering to actually differentiate themselves from other outfits. And this is where they're saying, we are so confident in our expertise in being able to deliver you an outcome, we will do this work on a no-win, no-fee basis, and they will take a percentage cut at the end. 3, having high standards and not compromising on these standards will also set you apart and make you stand out from the crowd. An example of this would be when you're looking at very high-end fashion brands. An example of this would be, let's say, Louis Vuitton, Rolex, Philippe Patek. They all represent where obviously there's excellence that has gone into the manufacturing process, and the product that is being delivered at the other end is very, very high-end. And customers recognize that, which then makes them set themselves apart from others through the service standards that they live and breathe and their brand represents. 4, another way you can stand out is by actually being able to say you can actually make a guarantee that are so strong that others cannot offer those guarantees in the marketplace that you can to your customer. So what would this mean? An example of this may be where you'll say we are so confident in what we do and deliver that you will be satisfied with our service or with our product, that if you are not satisfied, we will guarantee you 100% refund. Showing that kind of confidence in your product and in what your business offers to the customer will translate in the customer's eyes as high value. It will stand out from the crowd where obviously others cannot make those sort of same guarantees. 5, over deliver on the promises that you make to your clients and to your customers. By promising them something and then over delivering on that promise will more than satisfy them, and will show them that you actually really care about their custom, and it will show that you're actually going above and beyond what it is that you're actually expected to do. So 2 ways of doing this would be: 1, bypassing your competition, and 2, bypassing the expectation of your customers. So over deliver on what the competition is doing, and over deliver on what you've actually promised your customer. You can do these 2 things, you will stand out in the eyes of the customer. 6, having unique habits, or being able to accommodate very unique and eccentric habits of your clients and your customers. By being able to do this, you're actually standing out by being able to offer an extremely personalized and extremely unique service, which will separate you from the crowd, and it will separate you from the competition and anybody else that are actually offering in your area in terms of the business product or service that you offer. Almost like a concierge service, being able to attend to your client or your customers' every whim. So being able to do that, you're giving them the peace of mind. And by giving them that peace of mind, you're giving them satisfaction. Now, if you can do something unique, an example of this would be if you're a parking valet. If you've got a very unique way about yourself, you're actually going to be liaising and interacting directly with the person that's actually parking, who's actually leaving the car with you. By you being able to offer a very unique and personalized service where you can understand each and every one of those individuals, who you're parking their car for, how they prefer their car to be parked, will make you stand out because it will show that you care. And that will translate in the customer's eyes that you value their business, and it will stand you out from the crowd. So in summary, your aim is to pursue excellence. Now, what does this mean? When you're pursuing excellence, it means you're going beyond what your competitors are doing. And it also means it's going beyond what your customers' expectations are. You can do those 2 things and you will stand out from the crowd. So in short, this means being able to have a mindset where you never give or expect anything mediocre in terms of life, in terms of capability, and in terms of competence. So your mindset needs to be persistent and consistent in delivering high standards. And remember, there will be times where you'll have your off days. There will be times when you'll feel tired and you don't feel you're getting the payoff. But the key here is to be able to keep pushing, because that consistency and persistence will pay through and will translate and ultimately show that you stand out from the crowd. Because you're not short term, you're in it for the long run. You're in it for the long game, and you represent something. So whenever you feel tired, make sure you get plenty of rest. But remember, get back to it and keep pushing, and you will stand out. Anyway, I hope you found this clip helpful. And if so, please subscribe to my channel. Hope you enjoyed this clip. Thank you.